Good evening from Fusion Space Mission Control here at the National Space Center. If you've been following our Twitter account, you will know that LunaRock-1 has just performed a de-orbit burn and has reacquired signal with mission control ahead of landing on the surface of Luna. On your screen is a live HD view from our onboard cameras, and you can see a beautiful Droo rise with Brigo at the middle of the screen. We are currently 8 minutes away from a soft landing of our LunaRock-1 spacecraft with the goal of collecting 50 kilograms of lunar regolith and rocks. Now we must warn you, LunaRock-1's live views are being transmitted via ground stations due to Junolink not being sufficient enough at this time. As a result, we may experience the occasional data loss and lose the feed. Now let's talk about what is going on right now and what you can expect to see. We're currently just under 8 minutes till landing, and we've already gone through multiple significant steps in the past few days. Firstly, on the 3rd of November, LunaRock-1 successfully performed a trans-lunar injection burn to boost itself from its geostationary transfer orbit and put it on path to intersect Luna. Just 2 days later, LunaRock-1 successfully arrived at Luna and circularized itself in a 50 km orbit. In the time between that circularization and the de-orbit burn, teams have been going through hundreds of safety checks to ensure the spacecraft was healthy and ready for landing. The lander also started to image the targeted landing areas for analysis by ground teams. Once teams analyzed all possible landing sites, we chose an area suspected to have previously been home to actively flowing magma while Luna was being formed. Once the samples from this location is returned to Droo, we hope to get some more insight on Luna as we begin to start colonization of the Juno system. We're currently under 7 minutes till touchdown of LunaRock-1. The spacecraft is continuing to look nominal, and that landing burn should start roughly at T-5 minutes. The lander is powered by a single FS-100H engine, which is a Hydrolox variant of our spacecraft engine for the Eclipse version 2.0 orbital transfer vehicle. Additionally, the lander has 4 FS-200 engines, which are designed for attitude control. Commonality of our designs is our secret to keeping access to space affordable. We are also reusing our capsule from the Voyager orbital transfer vehicle with a modified ablative heat shield to return the samples. The LunaRock lander can be built for just $70 million as a result of our method of development. In the near future, we are hoping to offer commercial missions to Luna without the sample return capsule. This will enable customers to put their own experiments or cargo on board. LunaRock-1 continues to be stable and healthy on its descent phase of the journey. We're coming up on the start of our landing burn, which should last for around 5 minutes. At specific portions of the landing burn, the spacecraft will be taking images of the lunar surface to make real-time course adjustments to ensure we land in the most optimal location.
LunaRock-1 landing burn has started.
And you can just about see that plume against the surface of Luna. That's a good sign that everything continues to look nominal during today's descent.
Engine and attitude control looks good.
%40 propellant remaining.
LunaRock-1 is performing beautifully today. We are starting to see Luna fill up more of the screen. We can see that the spacecraft is very stable, we're not spinning out of control or having any problems. And that there is a view of one of the landing feet. You may notice that it is angled. That is because the landing feet are capable of rotating based on the angle of the spacecraft when it hits the surface. This'll help out with stability. The landing feet also house the sensors required to command the landing engines to shut off.
%30 propellant remaining.
That call-out may be concerning to some, but we can assure you that our propellant levels are well within margins for a successful landing today. We have lost some propellant due to boil-off, but we do build our spacecraft to account for that. We're now 2 minutes away from landing on the surface. We can really see the surface in detail now. LunaRock-1 should be checking for anything that may require a course correction.
%20 propellant remaining. %10 propellant remaining.
We're now just 30 seconds away. Hopefully LunaRock-1 successfully lands softly.
LunaRock-1 has shut down its engines and has successfully landed on the surface of Luna.
What an absolutely stunning view. LunaRock-1 is alive. We're transmitting video and data back down to the ground. Teams will now begin analyzing hardware ahead of sample collection. And that'll bring our webcast to a close. You can stay up to date on LunaRock-1 on our Twitter page, as is always the case with our missions. We'd like to congratulate our teams for this monumental achievement. And we'd like to thank you for joining us today. Have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. We hope to see you next time. Goodbye.